I'm going to talk in this video about my games-based learning research, and in particular, how I've been using that research to make an impact outside of academia. So one of the things I've developed over the last couple of years is a workflow that's suitable for game design novices who are interested in games design but don't yet have the skills to produce effective serious games. And I've been using this workflow with teachers in particular, and now as part of my STEM ambassador work directly with kids. So this is an example of an online workshop that I've done with teachers as part of the ACT Agents of Change Toolkit project, and I'll put some links in the description. So as you can see, this is quite a lengthy workshop where we cover instructional design and game design in a fair amount of detail. And there's absolutely loads of material here that supports both the instructional design process and mapping that onto appropriate game mechanics. So in the last month or so, I've abstracted this work on game design workflows and redesigned them so that they're more suitable for kids. And I figure if the Global Science Show audience understands this, then so will the kids. So please do give me your feedback. So the context of this STEM ambassador work is the Young Coders competition, which I'm supporting the classroom teacher in delivering this year. And we start by just talking a little bit about what are serious games. And serious games is a contested term, not everybody uses it. And it can mean different things in different contexts. So I just want to make sure that the kids understand that it encompasses game-based learning, purposeful play, purposeful gaming, and one of my favorites, playful learning. So there's a lot of different terms and terminology, but they all basically mean the same thing, which is games for a serious purpose or games for a learning purpose. And I based my workflow for this on the triadic game design theory, but I've also added a little bit to it that comes from my own research. So we talk about, why is it called triadic game design? Well, it's because there's these three elements that need to come together in order to design an effective, serious game: reality, meaning, and play. And then in the workshop, we go through each of these three aspects in detail. So I've tried to make it simple enough that the children can come up with their own ideas and really rigorously produce a game, but without leading them too much. So the reality is the real world subject that the game is going to be about. So what is the game going to be about? Basically, what's the problem that you're trying to solve? Then meaning, this is really focusing in on what is the change that you're going to make. And this is the part that people typically struggle with, and it's the part that I've added a lot of my own research to in terms of actually looking into the how of the learning, not just what is being taught or what impression is being conveyed by the game, but how are you doing it? And I've used a lot of learner experience design theory here to match the kind of the pedagogical context that the game is going to be deployed in, to work out how are we going to define game mechanics that really do fulfill the game's purpose. So there's a lot more detail and a lot more scaffolding here to help the kids achieve the meaning aspect. And then finally, play, the way the game actually works. So what are the game mechanics that are going to achieve this change that you want to make? And then bringing it all together, there's a sort of simplified game design document brief here, again with different aspects that I'm going to ask the kids to fill in. So please do give me your feedback on this. I know I rushed through it, but it would be great to hear any questions about this. Thank you for listening.